BBN, what's good, guys? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Big Mike. Man. Is this a trap game against Florida? No, I'm sorry. Is this a trap game against Georgia? Did I say Georgia at first? Maybe I did. I'm not even sure if I even said Georgia at first. But anyway, is this a trap game? Uh, Look, man, it's no disrespect to what Georgia's 12-2 right now. Kentucky is what 12-2. Yeah, Kentucky's 12-2. So I mean, I worry about coming off this high profile game against Florida. Which team are you going to show up? Or look, quick turnarounds now. Everything's a quick turnaround. So we just had this really high tempo, a lot on the line game against Florida. We won. It took everything we had. What up, David? Good to see you, buddy. First one in the room today, YouTube. Just thought I'd just jump on. Big Mike, what's JW? What's up, baby? Good to see you. Good to see you. Um, JW, I'm home right now. Okay, I'm at home, so I just got home in December. But is this a trap game for Kentucky, man? Like I wasn't even gonna go live, but I'm a little worried because I just watched some of the Georgia and the old. Can't hear you. Ooh, 1 second. Why can you can't hear me? Hello, hold on. Is that better? Or you just can't flat out hear me? Microphone? Let me make sure. Oh yeah, we will be even better after Florida. Can you hear me now, Mark? I hope you can hear me. Hey, Teresa, thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining me, Mark. Let me know if you can hear me now. What's up, Big Mike? Go catch. Yeah, baby. We in here today. I hear you. Okay. So I'm a little worried about this Georgia game. I just kind of watched those guys a little bit play Ole Miss, and look, we know that they're an SEC team. We know that these guys are going to be real spot. You know that the SEC's hard as a what we have to get together. Oh, I'm gonna get up that way soon. I really am. I'm gonna get up to that Lexington way, for sure. Appreciate it, Mark. But I'm nervous. You don't need to worry about the Georgia game. Kobe Bryant is gonna light up. Look, call it. Call it. Look, hey, David. You're not allowed to say we're gonna lose, okay? Don't do it. Not tonight, David. You're not allowed to say that Kentucky's gonna lose. So, uh, to keep up the reverse psychology, Georgia by 4. I can hear you. Please don't. Please don't say that. Well, I guess so. Absolutely. Man, I hope that's not right. But hey, if for you guys don't know, I actually had a chance to go to the. I went to the ladies' game last night against Vandy. Let me tell you, bro. If you guys don't watch the Lady Cats play, you're missing something special. Our ladies are good. And considering what Vandy did to us last year, because Vandy just destroyed our girls last year. I mean, it wasn't even I think they beat us by 30 in like both times, at home and on the road. Um, but I had a chance to watch the game last night, and my daughter got some pictures with some of the players, and it was just a really fun time, man. And I went to the game with Vandy Chris. I'll post a picture of me and him. He met me in Nashville, and it was a good game. But it was really good that we was able to. I was able to go to the game. But our Lady Cats, if you're not, the Lady Cats are balling, man. I mean, it was exciting, and it was just good to be there at the ball game and everything. So please go support our Lady Cats if you're not already. You will not be disappointed. They play hard every single ball game, and I'm definitely gonna have to try to keep up with them and try to do more post game shows as I possibly can. So anyway, I'm excited, man. I'm glad that we got this 2 games like every other like this 2 game schedules going on now. We get 2 games a week, and I just hope that our wild Lawrence is the Caitlin Clark of she may be, but I tell you what, I want to say her name right. Lady Cats are good. They are, but they good. Hey, congratulations on the win yesterday. It was great fun hanging out with you despite the loss. Hey, Randy Chris, you know it. Uh, yeah, it was. I thought I had a picture over here in my thing that I can actually throw up, but I don't know if I can actually. I'm not even sure how to even do that design. Let me see. I don't know if I can even throw. No, I don't have it up. Oh, where's it at? The video. Oh, it won't let me even do it, man. That's selfish, bro. I was gonna throw up a video from yesterday. But the SEC is fun right now, man. It great memories made for your daughter. It was an honor to help you get her onto the court to meet some of the players. Yes, Vandy Chris hooked me up. You know, he don't like Kentucky, but he took care of me yesterday. This is one of the most exciting seasons since our last championship. I think so too. And this is like the crowd. Like I went back and I watched the KSR. They kind of did the like 15 minutes of the crowd reaction throughout the ball game, and like everybody at Rupp Arena was just into the ball game, and to be able to get that win against Florida, that was special. Like that was special, but it makes me nervous because you have to. Let's go, Big Mike. Yeah, so I'm nervous. Did we? I mean, look, we're not gonna shoot that good from the field again, are we? Like we're not gonna go back. I mean, we thought that we hit our peak. We thought that we peaked too fast. The last 6 games we haven't been shooting the ball good at all, and then we come out last night in the first game, and everyone was curious. Everyone was curious about can we? Yeah, Rick was there too, and Rick is in here. It was great to meet you. Where's Rick at? Let me see. Let me put that back up there because did I miss that? Rick is in. Let me see. I did. I want to make sure that Carl, David, Wendy. Yeah, Rick. Rick who what? Rick. He's in here, isn't he? Rick, you in here, right? I thought I saw that. I thought I saw his name, but I met and Rick. I didn't get your last name, so I apologize for that. But Rick. So the it was just fun, man. It was just a fun atmosphere. But we play Georgia tomorrow night, and I do not know which version of Kentucky is going to show up. It got me on. It has, and look, tomorrow my daughter has a ball game. It's out late. It starts at 6 o'clock. The Cats start at 6 o'clock, I think, and I'm like, look, sweetie, I don't know if I'm gonna make the ball game or not. Kentucky's playing. I don't know if I can go or not. Like I get to watch the game at a normal time, and maybe I can watch it on my phone. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a post game show tomorrow, just because I'll be out. But I'm gonna try to watch the game if we get internet. Hopefully, the area that we go to they have good internet. But like I'm gonna be on needles and pins, whatever, all day long tomorrow, just worried about this Georgia game. Am I overreacting about this Georgia game? Now, I was looking at some stats and I was looking at some everything. We outscored the guys. We're pretty much better in every aspect of the ball games. They do cause more turnovers than we do. Actually, we cause more turnovers than they do. But they block the ball more than we do. But is Amari Williams, I asked the question, is Amari Williams going to come out and be fired up the way he did? Now, I don't know. I watched some of the Georgia game against Ole Miss tonight before going live. So I had a chance to see him. But Georgia's feisty. And Georgia's just coming off a loss in their first SEC game. Now they back home against Kentucky. You don't think they're going to come out and play lights out all night long? Because you already know people play different when they play Kentucky for sure. And just for UK to be able to go there. Now tomorrow's gonna be fun in the SEC because Tennessee plays Florida as well too. So I'm the biggest Florida fan tomorrow in the world. I'd be worried about it if Jack Allen was coaching the team. I didn't see it, okay? That was Carmilla. What's up, Mike? Hey, Josh, good to see you, man. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. I know that it's a bad snowstorm, and a lot of snow falling. I think it's if you guys correct me, it's in northern Kentucky, I think, in that area. So if you're affected by that or whatever, I pray that you guys are warm. I pray that you have food and electricity and everything that's going on. I do send out prayers to your family and everyone who's actually maybe snowed in or whatever for this, but I hope everyone is safe and warm for sure. We got to rebound, Erica. I agree with you 100% because if we don't rebound, on the road at Georgia, and that crowd's going to be into it. Like they don't have anything to lose. Like we're not supposed to beat Kentucky. Kentucky's number 6 team in the nation, which I got my. I don't know how I feel about that as well too, because I mean we back up one rank away from being in top 5, and then we number 6, and I wonder how we gonna are we gonna be ready? Am I overreacting? You mean your man will beat the out of Georgia? No cap, Missouri, South Carolina, but no cap. One thing for sure, UK men and women both shot the leather off the ball in both games this weekend. Hard to see them repeating those performances on a regular basis. Well, Chris, that's because you're a hater. You know what I mean? Chris, that's why you can't see it, because you're a hater, dude. Just get over it. But if I mean, Erica pretty much summed it up, man. If we don't rebound, if our bigs are not ready to go, does Brea come out and hit? Over or under right now? Put your comments up there right now. Over or under? Brea, Kobe hits 4 3-pointers against Georgia. We'll have us ready. I hope so, man. Louisville is back first and foremost. Kentucky is not beating Tennessee at all. If we beat Notorious Spain, if we was fully healthy, we would beat y'all. I love you, cousin. Oh, hey, cousin. No, man, y'all not gonna. Louisville sucks, bro. It's the L's down. Over. Oh, I hope so. I mean, see the thing with me about Kobe and maybe going over 4 is the thing of, is he gonna try to do too much because coming off that game? Is he gonna, will he stay within the game plan? He shoots the ball so good. And when he comes out, you just feel like every time he shoots it, you just feel like he's going to hit it. And so we're going to see, yes, we have to rebound, but y'all have to realize is in the offense, we have our big men doing a lot. Bringing the ball up to the floor, etc. That's a lot to do. But, man, dude, Amari brought the ball up the court the other day and then got an assist. Hey, what'd he do? It's just it. I see you, baby. And so we need Robinson to step up. Robinson's he's gonna have to do more. Man, dude, this is the opportunity for Kentucky to make a big statement by going on the road and really beating Georgia. It's Georgia, so how big of a statement can it be? But following up a win and making sure that people don't look at us beating Florida as being a fluke, that's the thing that we need. To me, that's why this win is so important. Otherwise, people's going to look at us and be like, oh, well, look, they went on the road and lost to Georgia. They got lucky against Florida. No, we need to cap off tomorrow night against Georgia by beating those guys so people don't start looking at us and being like, see, Kentucky's a fluke. That they couldn't even beat Georgia on the road. So we need this win tomorrow. He needs more double screens. We need Robinson to step up. I love that dunk attempt that Amar had. Man, he was being physical. And you know what? We'll take that. That a dunk attempt. I think the whole fan base as a whole, I think we're really looking at this and says, Amari, come on, man. Just be physical from the tip-off. I wonder, like, why are you getting out jumped for? Why we should get the tip ball every time? But that might be a strategy to actually do that. But we'll see. I'm actually sitting here watching an old game, 2 games ago of Kentucky and Mississippi State. Yeah, we killed them too. We drug them. So, hey, Teresa, how you doing? Good to see you. Robinson will be the guy in February and March. Just be patient. JW, I hope you're right about that, bro, because don't get me wrong. I mean, Jackson had 14 quiet points. It was kind of like Antonio Reeves last year when he would score and you look at the ball game because of what Reed was doing, because of what Dillingham was doing. We didn't even really talk a whole lot at times about Reeves, but Reeves was our number one. He was our number one scorer. But because everybody else was doing stuff that was electrifying, they didn't really get looked at. So this is kind of the case in the sense with Robinson. Robinson put up 14 points yesterday, but he was quiet about it. But that big 3 by Butler, that big 3 by Carr against Florida, those were some shut the door moments for Florida. Like, you guys ain't winning this ball game because we're not going to go away neither. We must stop having these slow starts. You know what? like the first of the year, like we was just jumping out on people. This is for Banner. Thanks for joining me. Like the first of the year, it was like we was just jumping out on people. But now it's like we become like a team that's like the last 7 minutes of the first half, and then a second half team. I just quiet guys are dangerous. Quiet guys are dangerous equal to deadly, and then that's exactly what that's what Jackson's doing, man. He's quiet. And look, I need him to put some bass in his clap too, because him coming out of the court making a big play and clapping like this, that ain't gonna get it, dude. Put some fire in it, dude. Let's go. Come on, man. Be that leader that we need you to be on the floor with Butler. We are actually favored to beat a ranked Mississippi State team tomorrow night in Nastyville. I'm skeptical, but if we are to make the NCAA tournament, we must protect home court. Yeah, Vandy's got to win. Matter of fact, let me see if I can go back and look at that. Where's that at, man? And go back and see what it is going to be like for tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, we got Tennessee at Florida, UK at Georgia, Auburn at Texas, LSU at Missouri, and Mississippi State at Vandy in Nashville. If Travis Perry keeps his confidence going, that's another plus. He is a shooter. George, you're right, and as you can see, like a lot of people was like, hey, maybe it's not time to play Perry right now. So Kerr Kriisa getting hurt was maybe, and this is probably gonna sound strange, but Kriisa getting hurt was maybe a small blessing in disguise, because I'm gonna tell you, even though we had Kriisa coming off the bench with Kobe, and we had Ansley, who needs to step up too as well. We need more out of him, and Garrison. I don't know if we would know who Travis Perry really would be come February or March time, and even if Perry would be able to even make a difference with the ball team. So now that Kriisa is hurt, our hand is forced that we got to give Perry some of those minutes. We got to get Butler off the floor to give him a rest. So having Perry on the floor in every single ball game with his confidence, you can tell when he shot that three, it was like he knew in his heart, I'm going to shoot this three and I'm about to make it. And it came at such a fantastic time. So Perry being on the floor, he's learning. He's getting better every ball game. He's not getting his beat as often. I think our defense as a whole has got to get better. But overall, we're going to figure this thing out. And did you guys know that we are the 10th best rebounding team in the nation? I didn't know that, and I was shocked to see that Kentucky's the 10th best rebounding team in the nation. Let me make sure I got that right. Rebounds. Kentucky's the 10th best in the nation. Wow. I mean, the way we get out rebounded, but here's the thing, and I mentioned it on the show Saturday. We get out rebounded a lot, but when we need that rebound at the very, very critical time, we always find a way to come up with it. We did it against Gonzaga. We did it against Duke. We did it against Florida. Anytime we need that to happen, we always find a way to go out and make that happen. Even though we're disappointed as far as how they played, but overall, when it matters the absolute most, like if we don't get this rebound, we're gonna lose the ball game. And every time that they needed to do, every time they should BC, what's up, brother? They should be top 5. 2-7. We'll see. We'll see if they can get better. And I really hope they do. So my question is, how do you guys feel about on the defensive side of the ball? How do you guys feel about the giving up 100 points at home? We definitely, and I think also Ansley would be Wyndham Gabriel in February and March. Do y'all? Oh, I remember him. He was good, man. Yeah, he was really, really good. Now, I don't know if Ansley can. I think he can shoot the ball better than Gabriel, but I think Gabriel was more athletic than him for sure. Gabriel was an athletic freak. I mean, he just was. Um, UK gets up by 30. He want Harley put Trent in. He should have stayed in South Carolina. He would be a starter there. I don't know, man, but when his time is called, he's gonna be ready. Travis Perry just a bonus for us. Wait till next year when Trent Noor and Colin Chandler. Look, I hope these guys stick around. I hope they don't transfer. I hope Collins doesn't go closer to home. I hope he stays right where he's at. It's just one of those things. But for UK to be successful long term, Carr has to post up on the blocks more. Running him to the 3-point line isn't a long term answer. That drop step he got on Chanel was nasty. Yeah, I remember that. And that's one thing about Carr, man. Like Carr he keeps finding way. Like we talked about him before the season got started, and we said to ourselves, what kind of team does it look like if Carr can play at a high level? And Carr has come through, especially in some of these big games that we won. Carr has had some type of major effect in that ball game that allowed us to be able to secure a win. And he did it against Florida, he did it against Gonzaga, and he also did it against Duke. So that's why I'm kind of nervous. I'm just being realistic and I'm just being honest. I'm nervous about this Georgia game because I don't want it to be a trap game. I don't want it to be one of those games where you think Kentucky's good this year. Wait till next year. So I just want to make it. I want to get a double bye, and that would be wonderful. And if you get a double bye in the SEC, all the double byes in the SEC should get a number one seed. Just give them all a number one seed, all four of them. If we can get a number one bye, that would be not a number one bye, but if we can get a double bye for the SEC tournament, to me that's a success. That's a very successful year. UK can't keep winning, losing offensive board so bad. Points off turnovers got us though. Yeah, I mean we capitalized on that a lot. I'm going with giving up 100 points every game if we score 102. Okay, point is better than a loss at home with Florida's A game versus our A plus game at Rupp. Can Florida have almost 60 points with two players? Dude, Perry is ready. He will be ready. I'm telling everybody right now, Kentucky will be to the Final Four this year. Carlisle, I hope I get to meet you, man. I do. So, Craig, I think his name is Craig. Is it Craig Miller? I think that's his name. No, not Craig Miller. His first name is Craig. I'm gonna try to get up to Lexington, man, so I can do I don't want to use the word remote because another program already uses that word, but I would definitely love up there. I would definitely love to come on the road and do some things now that I'm home, but we gotta let some of this snow. I'm a tropical brother, and I'm a sensitive brother, and I'm a soft brother. So if you put me in too much cold weather, I'm probably gonna cry. I'm just gonna tell you. So I'm down here in Tennessee. We got a little snowflakes, but nothing serious, nothing like it is in Kentucky. But definitely when some of this snow goes away and I am trying to Nathan King. My goal. I've been trying to set up. I'm taking calls. I haven't been able to successfully set it up. I got a guy that's working with me. We're trying to figure out how to get it set up so I can take calls. But I can take phone calls through my phone. So so I'm definitely gonna. I want to incorporate phone calls as often as possible. I really do. It's such. I feel like it makes the show that much better if we can take phone calls and you guys can be able to say what's on your mind for a couple of minutes. Cold and snow in Indy, bro. Nah, I'm good. You can stay there, BC. I don't need it, baby. Let me stay right here. I don't not nitpicking, but we had a 16-year-old run and we substituted 3 players. Coach Pope seems to do this when a guy gets hot. Example, first half he took out. Oh, yeah, Jeff Francis. Yeah, that's a good point right there. I noticed. I'm like, dude, like, why are you taking these guys out for? I guess we gotta say that we trust Pope. We trust that he knows what he's doing. But when guys hot, feed them. Don't take him out. You gotta find a way to leave him in. So I was kind of curious about why he took these guys out, especially because if you look at Ortega, He's really is what got this started when he got that N1. And once he got that N1, we ended up going up eventually 28-26. We never looked back then. We never lost the lead again after that. So that was the key play. But those guys are the main reason why we won that basketball game that week. So I appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you so much. Could have been entire. I don't know, bro. You take out all look. You take out all three of your hot guys at once. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you only want to win at home against Florida, SEC. So, hey, but once again, I'm not trying to question what Pope is doing. If he feel like that was the best thing to do to take those guys out at once. And, you know, I mean, our whole motto going into the year was we should have fresh legs over a lot of teams. So if that was the motto, let's make sure that we keeping these guys' legs fresh. We do what we do because they didn't cool off. They still came out as soon as he came back in and hit 2 threes. Brea did as soon as he came back in the ball game. So, you know, it was one of those games. I'm going to the Kentucky versus Tennessee game in Knoxville. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Why are we questioning Mark Pope? No questions here, big guy. Mark Pope does what he do. I was just look. I mean, you know how who was that? Alden. It's like having a guy with a hot hand, and the other guy comes down and shoots when the other guy has just been hitting lights out all night. You ask yourself, like, why would you shoot that for? And you missed it. And he's been hitting all night long. Why do you do that? So it was kind of like, it was just it's not necessarily questioning Mark Pope and what he was doing, but it was a little question as far as like, hey man, these guys are hot. Like, why are they going to the bench for? But like I said, Mark Pope does what he wants to do. That's why he's the coach. And I pretty much go for that. On your back home now, you know, on your schedule, it truly makes it awesome being able to call in and express the emotions trapped inside good or bad. Conversation is very important in our DNA. They are. I want people to call in. I want to keep the phone calls to maybe like a minute because I'm hoping that people call in consistent so we can definitely get a lot of different perspectives within the show. So I don't want somebody to call and stay on for too long. I want more people to be able to call in, and you know, sometimes it's the case of, you know, nobody wants to call in until somebody calls in. So let's do it. I don't know if I can right now, but I can take a phone call right now. But I can take Nathan, where are you calling from? I wonder if Pope is using the same analytics service that Coach Biden is using at Vandy. Is something different than that of Ken Palm that he pays for that does individual matchup projections. These guys are smart, man. At least he don't jerk them out when they miss a shot like we had before. Hey, like I said, Alden, Mr. Parker, not complaining in my book. You can believe that. So I can take a couple of phone calls right now if anybody wants to call in. I hope I can do it. I'm still using my phone, which I didn't want to do. I want to do it the right way. I want to bring it in through the computer. So I'm still trying to get that working up. So if you guys don't mind me trying to do that, then I don't mind having people call in and holding the phone up. But my hands are a little ashy tonight, so yeah, I have to apologize for that. Okay, you calling from Paducah? I actually, you know what? I actually met a guy yesterday at Wendy's from Paducah. Those guys was coming up to the ball game yesterday. I didn't get his name, but he actually subscribed to my channel. So I didn't get his name, but I appreciate it. If you ever watch the channel, if you see this video, you're the gentleman that I met in Wendy's, and thank you so much for that. For actually doing it. A great coach from Scott County taught me that if you have guys that are hot out there, you take them out because of the legs get weak going around screens and over the top. It's to keep them. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, you guys know things. You guys know a whole lot more about basketball than I do. And I don't mind being corrected. I don't mind being taught. If you got some good information, man, let's do it. Put it in the comments and let's do it for sure. Paducah, at least don't jerk them out. Yep. Big game crew. So, son of a gun, I see you. Thank you so much for joining, man. Thank you. But yeah, hey, if you want to call in, the number is 270-220-0994. I'll take a couple of phone. Let me get my phone open because for some reason I can't hear the ringer when people call. I've been trying to figure it out. It just must be Oh, Brian, hey BC, you can call in too if you want to as well. Um, I didn't see. I didn't. I'm got my phone right here in front of me, and I didn't even see that the BC call. The whole thing. He take them out to give them rest for the end. You gotta have those fresh legs at the end. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a and that's exactly why I said that is that maybe he took it out so we can keep that same motto. We can keep that same motto of we gotta have fresh legs down the stretch. It's just that initial why are you taking Brea out, but then it's like okay, let's go ahead and go with the ball game because we gotta keep rolling. Kentucky's gonna do the biggest upset of the year when they beat Tennessee and Auburn. I love you, Mr. Miller. I'm gonna call you Mr. Miller because I like it. I like Mr. Miller. I like how you talking, and I think everybody else around college basketball, especially the Big Blue Nation, would definitely love to see. I think they would definitely love to see that for sure. I know I would. I would definitely love to be able to see that. So, I'm trying to see if I can go to this site right here for a second. 1 second on the phone call. Let me see if I can do this right here. It's right here. Group. Who can I share this to right fast? I can share it to this end. Let's see. 1 second, guys. I apologize for that. Do this right here. Okay, do this right here. Copy that right there. Sorry about that, individuals. Let's do it. So, yeah, if you want to call in right fast, I can try to. Don't please don't judge me by my hands. I've been washing dishes, and I didn't really as well. Paducah Brothers, Nordic. There you go. See, I'm sorry. I didn't even see your call. I didn't even see it. Oh, are you the ending in 4610? Is that you? If that is, Nathan, call back. Okay. Let's see if we can get a phone call. You will see a different sets every. What time did he call? Now, calling right now. Let me see. Brea and your guards aren't playing like that against Double Z and Jameer. Come on, man. Look. Sakai, man. He's been there from. Dude, he's been there for like 4 years, and every year he never hardly plays that. He played one time. Okay, I'm gonna call you. Okay, Sakai, he played really good against Kentucky one time, and that was last year at Lex. Other than that, he's never been a major problem against us. Now, is he a feisty little guard for Tennessee? He is a feisty little guard for Tennessee, but for some reason he don't play good against Kentucky. So, hey, we're not going to interfere with that. Let's see if I can do this. Speaker, I don't know. Yeah, hold on 1 second. See, I don't sound like doing this. Yeah, you on the phone with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. How you doing? Hold on 1 second, okay? My apologies, guys. I'm trying to make sure that I don't know how to even do this with this phone. I was using my other phone, so right here, nope. Um, okay, can you hold on 1 second? Because no one can hear you, and I can't neither because I'm on a different phone than I was over there. So I'm not quite sure how to do that. Um, yeah, I'm looking for the speakerphone. I'm on an old S9, um, but I hung up. Okay, so my guys, my apologies. I'm gonna get this fixed. Nathan King, my apologies for that. If for some reason it's not letting me use my speakerphone on this phone, I guess I really gotta use my new phone. I had a new phone for a year now and I haven't used it. I guess I should probably use it. So my apologies. I get this worked out so we can take phone calls, guys. My apologies for that. I really need to get that fixed and everything. Make sure that it's good to go because I really want phone calls. Man, how can I do that? Let me see if I call him. Hold on 1 second. See, even if I call him, okay, okay. Man, I hate that. I can't even put it on speaker. Okay, so my apologies for that, guys. Randy Chris, can you ever play nice with us? You're a bear poker. He is. So, Afi, if you didn't know, I actually hung out with Vandy Chris yesterday for the ball game. He's a really good guy. This is like our third, fourth time hanging out or whatever. So he's a really good guy. Hey, Clint, good to see you for real. Hey guys, this right here was like a really spur of the moment. I was kind of watching the Ole Miss and the Georgia game, and I just wanted to know if this right here may be a trap game for Kentucky. I gotta get this fixed for real. I just want to know if I'm doing well. Thank you, Clint. Thank you so much. We haven't seen all of what Pope has marked my word. Well, we need to hurry up because we need to unload because this is the time right now. This is the time right now that we need to put it together and we need to go to work. Let me put this back up. Oh, I do play. I'm just a neutral observer when it comes to teams in the SEC. You have a nice team. I just have doubts that the offensive plans are not sustainable in the long term. Well, that's what we do. This is Chris. This is a marathon, big guy. This is exactly what this is. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, and we got this for real. So, our girls are balling, man. It's an old game, but I love watching our girls. Man, Tennessee plays fast. They do play fast. Tennessee plays really fast. But you know what? That's Kentucky's motto too. Is get up, get the ball, get down the floor, and let's put the ball in the hoop as fast as possible. I am impressed with what Mark Pope could continue coaching mid basketball game adjustments. Everything no SEC right now. Let's do it in February. So no, it's SEC right now. Let's do it in February. I got you. Oh, I completely understand what you're saying, JW. Absolutely, how we thinking the next game will unfold. Well, Clint, that's kind of why I'm going live tonight. Is because honestly, I am a little nervous. I'm a little nervous that maybe can we really get it done? Or is this going to be a trap game? Did we get too high emotionally, and did it take everything we had in order for us to beat what's the name, Florida? And if so, do we have anything left in the tank to be able to beat these guys? It's gonna be a dogfight because Georgia's at home. They just come off their first SEC loss of the year, so these guys are 12-2. Kentucky's 12-2. For me, I just wonder which version of Kentucky is really going to show up tomorrow night against Georgia. And if we show up like we did against Florida, when we finally took the lead 28-26, Georgia doesn't have a chance against Kentucky tomorrow night. But will we show up, and will it be another? Because can we afford for the crowd to get in the ball game? Can we afford to have an extremely slow start against Georgia? Can we afford to be down at 11 on the road? Are we mentally tough enough that we can do that? And I think that's the real test that we're gonna find out tomorrow is can we take care of business tomorrow against Georgia? And like I said, if you're just joining it, if we don't beat Georgia tomorrow, then that gives everyone on the outside to say that was maybe a fluke that Kentucky beat. It was maybe a fluke that Kentucky beat what's the name? That they beat Florida because they couldn't even go on the road and knock off a Georgia who's towards the bottom of the league. So this win to me is really important for a lot of reasons, and that's one of the big ones. Is we don't want people to start saying that maybe Kentucky shouldn't have won that basketball game just because they couldn't even beat Georgia on the road. But we know one thing. For me, we protected home court, and to me that means a lot to me, and I can live with that if that's the case. I just want to win as many games as we can at home, and let's see if we can go on the road and steal some games, and let's see if we can figure out a way that we can get a double bye. Because to me, that would be epic. We come in Georgia for real, Butler with another 30-point game tomorrow. Ooh, that would be is Butler gonna have 30 points, or is that too much pressure on him, or will Brea have another 24-point game tomorrow? We have so many questions as far as what's gonna happen tomorrow at Georgia. I just want to get a win. Fluke so far, Duke, Sags, Louisville, and and Florida. Now, Ryan Wilsick. Yes, we had 3 kills versus Florida, One game at a time. It's a marathon. Jimmy, I'm right there with you too as well. We in 12 or 13 games, we get a double bye. Because, yeah, we need that double bye. That's for sure. 3 top 10 wins is not a fluke. No? Let's see. I'm trying to see what, yes, we have persons. Where did he say that at? Braille was just listed on injury report as questionable. Ooh, what happened? I didn't know he got hurt. I didn't know that he got hurt last against Florida. Braille will break 20 points or more tomorrow. My daughter Peyton Elizabeth says hi. Miss Elizabeth, Miss Peyton Elizabeth, thank you so much for saying hi. Hi to you too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for letting your dad spend some time with us and hanging out tonight. It means a lot to all of us. Go Peyton. So Kobe Bryant will break 20 points tomorrow or more. Kentucky's offense outplays their defense, and you know what they say: good defense beats. A good offense beat good defense sometimes. And I just hope that that's the case tomorrow night. And I hope that our offense is on point. I hope that our offense is definitely clicking, and we're ready to go. Don't know. I don't know. Go look is real. I don't know. Go look is real. I don't know. Hey, Jeremy, I'm not sure if you're talking to me or if you're talking to somebody else. Very first time watching. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. So we give a shout out first time watching from Miss Peyton Elizabeth. Thank you so much for watching. Go Cats. I hope you're a Cats fan too, like your dad. Absolutely. If so, you know you're welcome here. It just broke. My daughter, I don't know. Go look if it's real. Okay. I have to check that out after this. But Jeremy, thanks for mentioning that, because if it's real, it will be right here on this channel. Let me see if it's right here, because it would be here if it was real. Tennessee, Caleb Perry commits to Louisville. A new name pops up on a new name pops up on Kentucky's availability report versus Georgia. Let me see.
Is this your car? Yeah. Can I guess how much you're paying a month in auto insurance?
See what this right here says. So, yes, sir. Sorry, I'm saying I didn't think it was real, but I went to KSR. It is. Wow, that's what I was looking for too. UK beats Georgia by 20 or 30. UK is yellow snow. You will win them into the bottom of the litter box with the rest of the dirty litter. I do not worry about a slow start by our front court outside of OY. Yeah, I do too as well too. Yes. So it is. I think that's what I'm seeing. Right here too. As expected, Kerr Kriisa has been declared out ahead of Kentucky's game. Georgia, that was made official, of course. Another name was added to the list for the Wildcats, though, as ranking SEC Co-Player of the Week. Kobe Braille is considered questionable against the Bulldogs. Wow, that's breaking news. I'm not sure if you guys can hear this or not. I'm not even sure which one I'm even pushing. Yeah, breaking news, I guess. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not. Ronald Caldwell says Kentucky has talent. Throw this up right here, see if we can see it out. Kentucky has talent, and when they play together like they did against Florida, they will win a lot of games. Carr would dominate Tuesday night. Him and Williams would show out like you haven't seen this year. Well, I'm rooting. Look, Carr, I'm not worried about what Carr's going to do, because in every big game that we had this year that we needed to win, even though we lost some, Ronald, those games right there, Carr is always find a way to have a part in the ball game and making sure that we was, that we're going to win. Is Williams. Can he be physical? One thing about what Brian talks a lot, who's on my show a lot, he always talks about he wants to see our bigs really out there, just like getting. If our bigs can go out between Williams and Garrison, if they can go out and get 20 to 23 rebounds between themselves, Kentucky wins that ball game hands down. Giving up second chance, third chance, fourth chance points to Georgia can't not be an option tomorrow night. We got to crash the board, like Erica said. We got to crash the board, and we got to do it all night long. We got to wear Georgia down. Otherwise, these guys going to feel like they got hope and that they may have a chance to beat them. To beat us. And we don't want that. We want to beat this team and shut them down and take all hope away as fast as possible. UK 90, Georgia. I hope so. I can take that. We get 90, so I'm happy. I want to hang 100 points on them. That's why Robinson needs to step his game up. That's 15. That's 10 to 15 extra points, dude. I mean, Robinson is playing quiet under the radar, and just like JW says, wait till February, early March. We're gonna see the best of Robinson for sure. I am worried. I am worried an SEC team in the near term will use the Ohio State template to beat Kentucky. Georgia Bulldogs is not that team. I hope so. I mean, I hope they're not that team. But we're going to see, though. We're going to see. And, I try to, as much as I want to sit here and be a UK fan and says Kentucky's just going to run through Georgia and we're going to beat them, I try my best to just stay humble. And maybe, depending on how the game is going, maybe at about 5 minutes, anywhere from 5 to 3.5 minutes left in the ball game, I start pumping my chest if I know Kentucky's gonna win. So it's not that I'm being negative, but I hate looking at myself in the mirror, but like, you should have stayed humble. You should have stayed humble. I still JR is going to get going. I hope he do something going. Absolutely. It's good for Perry to get that experience with carry out though. Hit a big 3 versus Florida. He hit a big 3, and he shot the ball with confidence too. He shot the ball with so much confidence, and that, for me, that is exactly what matters the most, man, for sure. Jackson Robinson seems to do best when he is thrown into the point guard position, seems to get locked in. Well, I mean, if he's going to play point guard, does that mean that you cut down on Travis Perry's minutes? Because that's what Perry's coming in to do, to play that point guard. So because usually Jackson's on the floor as well. So then you cut down Perry's minutes and make sure and have Jackson Robinson to run the point a whole lot more. Can I take my shower now? Just no music. Come here for a second. Hey, I'm gonna bring my daughter on camera for a second. No. Me and her yesterday. We sat in the Vandy section yesterday, and let me tell you, we let Vandy have it. That's what I'm saying. We clapping up, you know what I mean? That's what we do, baby. hey, what's our handshake, baby? That's what I'm talking about. I love you, sweetie. Go ahead, just keep the music down or whatever, okay? There you go. She came in here, and her bathroom is right behind me, and she came in here to wrote me a little note and says, can I take a shower right now, or do I need to wait? so I went to her in the bathroom because she likes playing her music. But we went to the game yesterday, had a really good time. They put Kobe Bryant on the injury report just to make Georgia think he's not going to play, I guess. So, I hope that's the case, but I hope he plays, though. But if not, let's make sure he's well. Now, here's a question, and I hope it doesn't sound stupid, so don't bite my head off. But of course, can we beat Georgia without Brea? Don't bite my head off. It's just a question. Put your response down there and below for sure. Offensive rebounder will kill us in the future if we don't get it in check. I missed this earlier, Jeremy, when you put it up. You're right. Like Jackson Robinson run the point guard position for 25 against a top 10 compilation of consistency. Perry's doing good, man, and hi to the family, cool handshake. Appreciate it, Clint. Thank you so much. That's my little heart right there. So she actually has a game tomorrow. Hey, thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate that. I agree with you. Get hurt in practice? I don't know. I mean, I hope not. Jeremy said absolutely. Jeremy said absolutely we could beat Georgia without Kobe. Yeah, we can win without Kobe. Just put Trent Noy in. You know what? That might not be a bad idea. Or you know what? Collins didn't get on the floor at all against Florida. Was that a good idea or a bad idea? Do you guys think Collins should have got on the floor? But I'm not questioning whether he should or not. I'm just curious because I noticed he didn't see the game against those guys. 87-67. Now, if we can beat, thanks Jimmy, I appreciate it. So Jimmy, he does. If you don't know, Jimmy comes on. He does videos with me for recruiting. He comes in and helps me out, and the guy is a recruit. All he does is just follow recruiting, and he's very good at it. So Jimmy, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and your time to come and do videos with me. It means a lot to me as well. The Kobe, I hope not. I think we could even when Kobe was struggling some, we could grit it out. And you know what? For me, at times, like this Florida game, it took everything we had to to beat Florida at home. We gave up 100 points. It was okay. We won the game. But for me, I like the fact that we had to find a way to not only win the game, but stop Florida every time they made a run. Because Florida made a run every single time. Because I watched some of the replay as well, and I think it was like they scored like 9 points in like a minute and like 30 seconds. Now a lot of that, but for Kentucky to have that tough game, for Kentucky to figure out a way, to be better when it mattered the most, that for me, I take that all day long, every day. That's for sure. He gives us nothing right now. Let Perry keep going. This team is level all around. It's not like last year's one player being out won't kill us if we play out. I agree right there. That makes sense, and I agree for it. So for me, I think if Kobe is out, and I think if he's hurt, and if it's going to be questionable or whatever, he doesn't start. So you can bring him in sparingly if we need him. But I think overall, if our guys go to Georgia with the right mindset, with one team, one mind on a business trip, this is just nothing but a business trip, guys. You know what I'm saying? We enjoy New York too much. We ain't going to Georgia to enjoy. The only enjoyment we want in Georgia is to win the ball game and then get out of there. That's all we need. This is just a business trip. And I think the guys are going to treat it. And I think Coach Pope and the staff is going to have the guys focused and wanting to treat this just like it is. And that is a nothing but a road business trip. And I think if they can continue to do that, then I think we're going to be okay. And not, why wouldn't Coach Pope have these guys ready to go and understand that, hey, we had our little fun in New York, we had our little fun wherever. It's all business now. We're locked in and we're nothing but ready to go. So I'm hoping that that's a mindset that we continue to have throughout, playing Georgia. And if we can do that, I think we'll be okay. In fact, I know that we're gonna be okay. If we can just do that. Let me see 1 second. So if we can just keep doing that, then I really feel like that, things can start to look up or whatever. And so I'm very optimistic, but that Kentucky's going to go to Georgia, going to get this win, going to take care of Go Big Blue tomorrow night. Dave, yes, sir, I'm ready to do it. This team is a mirror image of the teams that have beat our butts in match in the past, but even better, older, mature, and focused. I think we're going to be focused, man. Those bad losses against Clemson, and then that blowout, embarrassing loss against Ohio State. Maybe that's exactly what we needed, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just like, okay, now we got to regroup, guys. We gotta get refocused again. Everybody's going to get our best. Everybody that, even when the nation says that we should beat the team by 20 points, they beat us by 20 points. That's how bad people really want to beat you here at Kentucky. If Kobe is hurt, Trent can pick up his threes. Maybe he can. Maybe this is, Perry's taking advantage of Chris being out. Maybe if Kobe's going to be out, maybe he can throw in some Trent, and he can take up some of that time and give him opportunity. Because we're gonna need everybody at any given time. So I think the quicker we do this. But me as a fan, I just believe that Coach Pope has everything under control, and I just have to see how he does and how he runs his program, and I just go from there. Ohio State was needed. It was a fluke, and the guys had New York City on their mind. They did, and that's why from here on out, everything we do is nothing but a business trip. That New York, that was an outlier. You know, you get to go to New York. You get to propose to your girl, and it's all of that good stuff that's going on. But the Kentucky fans, in reality, we was disappointed. We was very disappointed at that ball game, and we wanted to beat Ohio State because we should have beat Ohio State. But now that that's in the past, have we learned from that? And was just beating Florida was this the game that we said to ourselves, it's straight business from here on out, and let's see if that's indeed what happens. I'm for sure. If we can't beat Georgia, we are not contenders for the SEC. And that's the thing that scares me, because if we don't beat Georgia, then that's when people start talking about, well, they shouldn't have beat Florida neither. How they beat Florida? So it's those questions that people are going to be asking if we can't beat, if we can't beat Georgia. And I think we have to beat, even though a win is a win, you go on the road, you get a win, you take it even if it's by one. But I think we're going to have to win by 10 points just for people to say, okay, Kentucky really got something going on here. And, we're the new cool cats. We're the new cool cats in the country. So let's go watch these guys play ball. That's for sure. It will be, if I will post or whatever, if it's going to be a post-game show tomorrow. Tomorrow my daughter has a basketball game. She dresses varsity. She doesn't really get in, but she dresses varsity and everything. So if I go to that game, I'm going to probably watch the game on my phone, in the car or whatever. But I'm not quite sure about the post-game show. Maybe I can get with Brian, and maybe Brian can do a post-game show by himself if he's able to get into the system so he can do it. We ain't scared. No, we're not. You're not. Hey, Carl. Good to see you, buddy. No, I'm not either. No matter how many games Kentucky wins, there's always going to be Kentucky haters. It is. It really is going to be haters all the time. So, it's just, so, hey, if they going to hate on us, we might as well just go ahead and win the whole thing anyway, because, hey, people don't want to see Kentucky on top again. But it's fun to have Kentucky basketball back in Kentucky again, and everyone's on the same page, and we're making it look good. Hey, what do you guys think about Rupp Arena Saturday, man? Do you guys think Rupp Arena was just like really, really on point? Like they was impressive, dude. They was impressive, and I love just how engaged they was. People wasn't sitting, people was standing, and I like what Drew Franklin said. If you got to tell the person in front of you to sit down, then you don't need to be there. You don't need to be there if you got to tell somebody in front of you to sit down and calm down. Dude, get away from me. I don't want to hear that. That's for sure. I like this right here, man. Something good. You always got something positive to throw up, and I like it, dude. We ain't scared, Mike. So we got to do that. We got to keep it positive. It was rocking at Rupp, dude. It really. I was at the UF game. Rupp was bananas. Ryan, appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know, man. I was at Cal killed Rupp. People wasn't afraid to come into Rupp, and that was people wasn't afraid to come into Rupp, and that was a problem. We bringing back people respecting coming into Rupp, and understand that to get a win here. You got to bring your A+++ game to get a win in Rupp Arena, because we just did you hear that fun fact about Ortega? No, I didn't hear the fun fact. Let us hear it, Nathan. I appreciate it. And once again, Nathan, I apologize that I wasn't able to listen to the phone call. I'm gonna I guess I got to go get my other phone, and I got to figure out how to get that app on the phone so I can actually take the phone call, or whatever. But I'm gonna get this worked out, because I love the phone call section. I love taking people's phone calls, and I love the interaction that that everyone has from what from what fans are saying. So this is what we're gonna do, and I'm definitely gonna get this fixed. So my apologies once again for that. Thanks for being patient. I'm looking forward to hear it, Kyle Rip. All Kentucky haters. I was at the UF game. Ryan, where did you sit at the ball game? Was you up top? And if you was up top, like did the arena pop when Braille was hitting some of his threes? Because looking at it on TV, it just looked like things was just like the crowd was just never sat down. That's for sure. I've been up since 4:30 this morning walking. that guy during the game with Ballard, Jay Ballard said Ortega's brother is in the NFL playing for the Ravens. That's why he's so tough. Well, hey, hey, roll up. Let's keep it then. Ortega, look, I did a video when we got Ortega, and a couple of people called me crazy and like didn't know, told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and I kind of in a sense, I didn't compare Ortega to Adu, but I said he brings to Kentucky this year what Adu brought to Kentucky and his teams now, because Ortega's been our toughest guy. Adu was our toughest guy, and that was the comparison that I was trying to make. I understand that Adu is much bigger and he's an athletic freak. I get all of that. I'm just saying that Ortega brings that physicality to Kentucky that nobody else on the team brings, and he's this year's Ortega. Adu for us, and we love it. We love it. He can ball. He gets baskets when we need it. He gets the rebounds when we need it. He gets stops. So that's exactly what we need. So sure, he usually plays with that toughness you need to win. Exactly, and that's exactly what Adu did last year for us. And this is our new strength guy, whatever you want to call it. So yes, like him, but better offensively. I think so too. Oh yeah, he is. But Adu, he is better. I think he's better. Adu is bigger. Adu is stronger. But I just think we gonna see when we play the Hawks. We gonna see for sure, and I'm excited about that matchup for sure. If Rob Harris, he was the strength and conditioning coach for Kentucky. When did he leave Kentucky, Rob Harris? Did he leave? Was last year his last year? Or was he with Kentucky last year, or has he been gone for a couple of years? Reason why I say is because his daughter and my daughter, they play on the same team. So sometimes we sit next to each other at the ball games. I try not to bother them with the UK stuff, but I'm so itching. I'm itching to ask him some inside dirty scoop stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, was people really hurt, or did they just not play? So, I have it. I let him enjoy the ball game. He played better than Adu on. He played. Yeah. Arkansas got rolled. Yes, they did. So, he played better than Adu. He did. I agree with that 100%. So, but I just thought I looked at Rob when because when I came back, I got a real question because I would be there. If you're going, or if you could go to the Arkansas game, will you boo Cal? Me personally, I wouldn't boo Cal. I wouldn't boo Cal. I wouldn't. I can't speak for what everybody else is going to do. Everyone else has their reasons on why they would. But now, during the game, I may boo Cal. But the initial introduction and stuff like that, I wouldn't, because even if I didn't like him as a coach, what he did for Kentucky at times was so much bigger than the ball game. And I get it. Kentucky basketball is not just something that we do; it's a way of life. But I think when the state of Kentucky had things going on, and Cal was able to be there and help and spread some love and stuff like that, to me that's crucial. I'm not either, but man, I've got a ton of friends that say they will, and they probably Calipari look on the bench now. 26 was priceless. That's crazy. I don't watch any Arkansas. I watched the. Did I even watch any? I didn't watch any of that Tennessee Arkansas game at all. I just don't watch it. I just look, they're playing. I look at the score, and that's pretty much it. But I don't watch Arkansas basketball. I just like Calipari because he is a niller. This vet didn't like it. Yeah, some vets didn't. Some vets did. So I think it's just a matter of choice. Did you hear Cal after that loss? I will tell you what he said, but you've heard it 20 times before. I love listening to Pope. He gets so happy and excited, it comes pouring out uncontrollably. Man, you could just hear Pope when he talks, man. the guy just gets so excited, and you could just tell he's like a little bubbly kid inside. He just like he wants to praise every single player individually, and that's what I love so much. And you're here, Pope, when he makes some mistakes, or if he should do something better. He's the very first person that would tell it publicly. I didn't do my job. I didn't have the guys ready. Like he will admit that, and I love that about it. So he really sticks to the thing of praise in public, criticize behind the door. Criticize behind closed doors. So that's what I really like about Coach Pope. That's for sure. I love watching Pope after game. I do too. I love seeing him talk. He's giddy. He's laughing, and you could tell he's genuine. Hal Driver, good to see you. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. You can see that Pope is really genuine about what he's saying. He's not out there just giving the reporters and the media what they want to hear. He's really transparent, and for me, I really like that a lot. So I really want success for him, just because of the person that he is. And I think he's going to bring some real success back to Kentucky basketball. That's for sure. So, well, guys, let's see what Kentucky does tomorrow against Florida. I know a few of you guys have already gave your score predictions. Most people said we're going to win by 20. If you do, I tip my hat to you. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you will. I would appreciate that very much if you could do that for me. Also, on my YouTube page as well. If you visit my YouTube page, you will see my store where I'm at Frederick Duff. It's good to see you. Thank you, Go Big Blue. On my YouTube page, you'll see my merch with my website. You can go check it out. I got a lot of hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and like stuff like that. So please go check it out. I would like it. I don't think they should boo Cal if they don't boo Rick Pitino when he come back. I wouldn't. I mean, it's just me. That's just a lot of this just my opinions. And I'm not gonna look at somebody and say you should or you shouldn't. You do whatever you feel like is in your heart that you need to do. But for me personally, I wouldn't boo Cal. I just wouldn't. No car. Anthony Davis brought us no car. Anthony Davis brought us a championship. No, Mike. Georgia by 4. Please, man. I hope you're wrong. If you're right, just I don't know what to say. Just we gonna end this for real. So, no car. Anthony Davis brought us a championship. Yeah, he did. Him and Gilchrist. I would boo. I wish he would have left almost 10 years ago for real. Carla, good to see you, Carla Clark. Thank you so much for joining. Look like she bleeds blue. I can see your icon right there. Look like you got a blue IV bag with blue blood. I like it. I love it. He said I boo Raps. Yeah, I boo Raps too. they suck pretty much as well too. Not calling no names. I don't have enough money for no lawsuit, so I'm not calling no names as well. But yeah, guys, thank you. But if it wasn't for Coach Cal, Anthony Davis would never come to Kentucky. There you go. So, hey, we needed his recruiting to come to Kentucky so we can get a national championship. So we'll take it any way we can get it. I hope that we got one coming very soon to Kentucky. That would be something that I think everybody would definitely appreciate a lot. So let's go, Cats. Let's get this win. I appreciate each one of you guys jumping on with me tonight. I know it was the spur of a moment. I'm trying to work between my daughter's schedules and her practices, and I'm a nurse, so send me some blood. There you go. And shout out to all the nurses out there. Hey, what? I don't know if I want to ask you what hospital you work at, because I don't want to seem like I'm stalking you, Miss Caller, but I want to give you a hospital wherever you work at. I want to give your whole team a shout out. So, but thank you guys for joining in tonight, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I wouldn't have a YouTube page if it wasn't for you guys. Have a good night. And thank you too, Nathan. I appreciate it. I really appreciate what all you guys do, and it really means a great deal to me. If you came in late, do me a favor. Go watch about 10, 15 minutes of the video if you can. It means a lot to me. It helps out my channel too as well for watch time. I'm just being transparent. It really does. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And until next time, you guys know what we say, man.